Good morning! Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. Wanted to check in with all of you about two things. One, sophomores, some juniors, some seniors. If you have our wonderful In the Time of the Butterflies book by Julia Alvarez, please return that to us. If you know someone coming to school, if you are coming to school, if you have a trained pigeon who could deliver it, great. We would love to have our books back. I know spring break is right around the corner. This week, the first week back from break, please make it a point to bring our books back to us so our wonderful, lovely freshmen get to enjoy this novel just like all of you did. All right? Thank you ahead of time for your efforts. My second reason for popping on is I wanted to, just share some of my thoughts with all of you regarding the NCAA's basketball tournament, and more specifically, the facts, how women were treated going into this tournament. I'm still processing this, right? I've kind of been processing it since last week, which I think speaks to overall just how shocked or blown away I was by this. And if you're not aware of the situation, I'll just give a quick idea. Mr. Sawyer also might plug in the video right here.
I got something to show y'all. So for the NCAA March Madness, the biggest tournament in college basketball for women, this is our weight room. Let me show y'all the men's weight room. Now, when pictures of our weight room got released versus the men's, the NCAA came out with a statement saying that it wasn't money, it was space that was a problem. Let me show y'all something else. Here's our practice court, right? And then here's that weight room. And then here's all this extra space. If you aren't upset about this problem, then you're a part of it.
With that, is that the women went into the tournament with a bit of an unequal amount of support and supplies given that the men were. So the way that I was caught onto this, or what caught my eye, was looking at the weight rooms and the area in which women were given a space to work out or so on, to stretch, right? Like it was unbelievably different in my mind. Looking at the men's, they had this full gym area with weights, the machines, and so on, the supplies. Whereas women were given like a small corner with like one set of, I think they're dumbbells, right? Then I read a little bit more, even like some of the gifts that they were given were super different, and the tests, the COVID tests that they were given were different. And really showing like where I would say the NCAA's, but I would just say as a society, where the value is being placed. And so I would just challenge you to, if you're not aware of the situation, I would check it out. You can Google that, or even on social media if you have any, right? What's going on with NCAA's March Madness, women and men's teams discrepancies, right? And so I'd love for you to watch the video that I shared with Mr. Sawyer and just ask some of those questions to yourself. What do you think of this situation? And as much as I have an idea of where you all are at, how do you think this happened? Why is this continuing to happen in our society? And thinking about marches, Women's History Month and celebrating women. And then we got to this, right? There's actually been quite a bit going on this month that's really showing a lack I guess just a gap in that appreciation of women. And I just wonder why. And that's something I can continue to ask myself, right? There's no clear answer. I don't need an answer right now. But I'd love for you to think about this. If you'd like to chat, I think Most of you have my email, but mariah.pratt@scienceandtech.org. Please feel free. And with that, there was a point in the video that I think is even more interesting that I'm asking is, right, they talk about how in volleyball, they lowered the net depending on men's volleyball versus women's volleyball to enable women, right, to perform, I would just say like spectacularly, as always, but it gives them a little bit, as some would say, like an advantage. Whereas men, in volleyball, it's an inch higher or so. And then in basketball, there's not much of a difference. And in the video, it talks about this. And I'd love to know your opinions on this, about Title IX and the rules that they have for men versus women. And if you think there should be just a base of equality, of the same rules, the same bar that men and women should reach or be able to reach. Just some things to pick your brain about. I hope you have a great spring break if I don't see you. I hope that you do check this out. Continue to be informed, knowledgeable citizens. I look forward to maybe talking to y'all soon. Thanks so much for listening. Bye now.
Look at all of these beautiful notes and celebrations that you keep around you. I think that being in your space, Patia, it totally is a testament to what an amazing person you are, how much you contribute to our community, how much you are loved and valued and respected. You work so hard. You're such an inspiration. We are so very thankful for you. Thank you for all you do. Happy Social Worker Appreciation.
Happy Social Worker Appreciation Month to the one, the only, Miss Patia. Thank you so much for everything that you do for our community. You make everybody feel welcome, and you just bring out the absolute best and joy and energy for absolutely every event. And everybody knows that they can always come to you. And we just so appreciate having you, especially with your pump up the Raptors, pump it up, pump up the Raptors, pump it up. We love you, Miss Patia.